Hello everybody, welcome to another daily dose of gaming news, PC hardware and all that good stuff. So further ado, let's get going. More stuff on AMD, at least it is a fix. I covered like a few days ago regarding the BIOS for the new CPUs. I think the BIOS included like support for the X3D CPUs, but they had like a bug or something that disabled some cores on the other CPUs. They already launched a fix then, so it's now supposedly safe to update your BIOS if you want to. In the previous videos, I asked you if to roll back the BIOS firmware update at the time, just in case. Now, supposedly everything is fixed. The MSI and Gigabyte and all the other manufacturers here, they already have the new links for the new BIOS, the fixed BIOS. I'll leave the links here, but as always, check the links to see if it corresponds to the proper site. Also, usually the WCCF tag, sorry, usually has these links correct. As you can see there, always they all redirect to msi.com. At least these links here. Regarding other boards, don't forget to check if the site is the proper one. And basically, that is it. Everything, the core disabling fix is up, but still on the AMD side. I don't know if you remember. For sure you do. The reference cards from the XTX version, the vapor chamber was having failures, basically vapor locking. So and the high temperatures on the juncture, I think, at least gives a lot of hotspots to 110, which is, and start throttling on performance, which is not good at all, at least for the health of the chip itself. If it's overheat or the memories or something like that. And through some investigation, mainly for Igor's lab and other stuff, they might, they suspect, this is not confirmed for in any case from AMD, that the failure rate in these vapor chambers could be up to around 11%. They basically discussed this using trying to get around the RMA request inside the information that they might have, and they extrapolate from supposedly how many units were manufactured. So they basically, we kind of know that they are going to manufacture around 200,000 GPUs, at least the XTX ones, supposedly. And they're then they made basically the math. It's not a perfect science, of course. This is all about regarding information that might have from insiders inside some these companies that are accepting the RMAs. But still, it seems to be around 11% probably. And they go about here in some ISO standards here. But yeah, basically this is it. It can be around 11% of failure rate. So if you have one of these, and of course this is reference AMD GPUs, not the AIBs. Sorry, my English. I'm changing all the letters here, but the AIBs they don't have any reports regarding this kind of issues. So only if you have a reference card, please make sure that you have everything proper. 10% is too much, but yeah, be cautious if you have one of these reference cards. Now going for some good news in gaming. There's supposed to be a leak, new gameplay from Atomic Heart. It's an unlisted game, unlisted video, sorry, from this guy here, Sergey. I assume it's a burner account because it's unlisted. The recording itself is not that great, but you can perceive some gameplay mechanics around here. It's like 14 minutes. I watch it all. Seems pretty good. In some instances, it seems that the enemy seems a little bit spongy on HP, but I think it's because in the gameplay itself, we have alarms and everything, and I suppose that's because the alarms, when they trigger, the enemies are tougher, I suppose. And so it's harder to, because one of the key mechanics here is trying to avoid being detected with this vigilance system, and I think there is some ways to go around and deactivate those alarms, but in the gameplay itself, it doesn't seem for the player to be very worried about that. It's just basically showing how you can handle enemies. That's why maybe it let the alarm mechanic here go off to demonstrate what kind of effects you can do, the gravitational pull that it's been shown in trailers, some freezing, like a similar mechanic with the prey foam weapon or something like that. But yeah, and some puzzle here and there, some intros entering a bunker. Seems pretty decent, the gameplay, but the video itself is not huge quality, but the gameplay itself, you can have like a better idea how kind of the game will handle itself. And I have good hopes for this one. I just hope everything goes well, not a lot of bugs, and everything goes as announced. But yeah, the game should be coming in February 21st, yeah, for all the latest platforms, including PC. And other thing, yesterday I forgot to talk about this, the Epic Game Store for free games. This is like multiplayer, Divine Knockout. It's like a brawl game or something like that. This is like a multiplayer similar to Fall Guys, I think, kind of the same thing. And I mentioned this game, I covered a little bit in the upcoming free game store. It seems an interesting game. No combat, isometric view, detective game. You go around visual worlds trying to resolve the issues or any crimes that happen in the game. Seems okay. It's a definitive edition, and I think it has some like extra little things here, like skins for the characters and everything. But the game itself seems pretty decent. For sure, when I have my PC all working and upgraded, I will give it a try to see if it is in my vibe. But yeah, these are the free games on the Epic Game Store at the moment till the January 19th. And I got some some deals here from GOG. From time to time I like to come here. I mentioned this game, Slay the Spire. It's like a roguelike deck building game. It's very good. I think I tried when it was still pre-release. I think it's in alpha stage or something like that, and I really enjoy it, how the gameplay goes about it, and the mechanics and everything, and how the gameplay goes about it, the leveling up, the store that has like some trinkets and cards, and how the currency works out. It's very balanced, and it's one of the best games regarding deck building and roguelike that I see. I have also Firewatch. I spoke about this game. It has a very interesting story. It's like, okay, basically walking simulator. I don't think that it has like puzzles and stuff. I think it's just you going about doing the stuff from a Firewatch guy. But it's very good, and it's a deal, $5. It's a good experience, not very long, but it's an indie game with a story to tell, and it tells it pretty decently. Other game, roguelike, with some I'm not sure if it is that. No, it's ability based. I think it doesn't have cards. It's ability based. Yeah. That's it. Sorry. Darkest Dungeon. It came out some time ago. They already have like a sequel, but for the price here, it's very good price for you. If you never played this franchise per se, it's a good start. It's all the videos that I saw here. I never played this game myself. It has very interesting mechanics around here. The torch, the stuff, and the how they handle like stress and or fear. I don't remember very well the mechanic here, and the loot, how it works. The loot with the upgrading the characters and everything. It's very good. It's a very good game indeed. And lastly, we have Far Lone Sales. I'm not. I never played this game. It's a game that interests me because of the aesthetic. From what I gather, there is like no story per se. It's like you're traveling around, upgrading and maintaining your kind of ship or whatever this is, and going about until you end up. I'm not sure. Doesn't seem to indicate here that it's like roguelite, so it's basically just a one way through. So it's like an adventure survival. If you die, you have to start from the beginning, or I'm not sure how this functions, but for all intents and purposes, it's a good experience. I don't think it's very long, but the game is on a cheap sale here on GOG, and I think it's worth to give it a go. Of course, GOG, no DRMs, no nothing, those shenanigans here. You just download it and everything is okay. You don't need to be online unless there is like other third parties from other like Ubisoft games or EA or something like that. But usually you don't need usually third parties. Everything when you download it, it's downloaded. It's okay. But yeah, this is it. Try to keep it short here. It's Politics Papers is Saturday here. And I will wrap up here with my usually go get funding campaign here to upgrade my PC to deliver better and more content to my private clients. And of course, in my free spare time, continue to do the daily videos, and I want to do also like script videos and everything with editing skill components into it, and of course resuming my gameplays. And basically this is it, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you in the next one. Till then, Kunamy Master out.